You know, it's annoying that I have to set this. I'll have to go into the YouTube settings sometime and set the defaults, I think, because it's driving me nuts. Every time I go live, I have to change it from entertainment to how to install. Since when it's a year since I did entertainment with the Oleg adventures, but I suppose that's still in there. But yeah, oh shit, what have we just done? Ah, no, don't press buttons on me. I want to go back to... Oh, stupid phone's gone off now. Right, there we go. I can't believe it. So I'm putting the phone in the stand and it's going up wonky on the screen went off on me. Right, so what I'm at the moment doing is I've got 3 of the segments done. Right, I decided, last time I did 3 of the new types, so I thought, well, rather than printing all 6 of them, let's just print the 3 of them and try them out, because at the moment I've got to balance them. I can't push them all the way in because they need to shrink a bit, because they're very tight at the moment, but all I'm really interested in at the moment is balancing this thing out. And one of the things I've got to do, I don't know if that's on camera or not. Yeah, I think we are, but it probably won't be if I... Let's see. Yeah, I've got to be over... I've got to trim some plastic off the edges because the plastic tends to be on the corners. So, in order to get them in, I've got to break the edges a bit. So, this is what I'll do. Off a bit. Don't. Let me just make sure that my audio is working. Otherwise, I'm going to be talking to myself. Yeah. So it's just where it seats at the bottom. I've got to. Then I've got to rebalance the rotor. I balance these out pretty well, but we're talking about point something of a gram, 3.3 of a gram. But there's something people don't realise about centrifugal force. I'm sure it's interesting. 0.2 grams out of weight. That sounds like nothing. I mean, people think, oh, that's nothing. That won't really matter. But it does actually adds up, because when I say adds up, when it's spinning, the greater the centrifugal force, the faster it goes. That 2 grams becomes 6 grams, then 12 grams, then 24 grams. Think about gravity. When you're on Mars, you're actually a lot lighter on Mars, so your body weight will be a lot lighter because the gravity is a lot less. But it's a similar thing in a way. Centrifugal force is the faster something spins, the more those grams add up, because they actually become higher weight. So if you're spinning a rotor at this is what happens when you're spinning something. If it's spinning at 1000 RPM and it's only, the actual weight is only, I don't know what I'm going to do. My phone just buzzed on me. I'm still live apparently. I don't know what's going on there, but I just had a buzz. So the faster something goes, the more the discrepancy of that 0.2 grams can become. So it can add up to a gram, and then it can add up to 2 grams, and it can add up to 3 grams, depending on the speed. This is why things tend to fly apart at high speed, because they become, any slight deviation in weight, they can shake themselves apart. So it's important to get the weight just right, so it's equal all the way around. Obviously, if something shifts as well, if something moves while it's spinning, it can rapidly go out of balance. This is why these have got to be a tight fit. And they are a tight fit, but they look a bit too tight at the moment until this acetone dries out. So this is why no matter what you do, no matter how well balanced you get something, you can never get it perfect, because the faster it goes, the more it will start to shake and rattle and roll, whatever. I will be touching these up with a bit of acetone once I've done this. So I'm only going around the bottom edges. Static starting to take effect, even though it's still got acetone in it. It's not as bad as it would be though if it was really dry. Static gets really bad when it's really dry. Right, so I'll put one in. I'm not pushing it all the way in. I just want to balance out, just to check the balance, and I'll move them around a bit if necessary. But you see, I don't want to split my rotor assembly, the actual drum. I don't want to split that, so I'll put that one in just a bit. As I explained before, when I acetone the drum, the plastic tends to create a concave shape in the corners. That's why I've got to take these edges off a bit so it seats down properly. It's a lot easier to do this than do the drum, because I don't want to weaken the drum any more than it is. I want the drum to be as strong as possible, really. And also don't want to mess up the balance of the actual drum itself, so it doesn't take long to do these. Especially when the plastic's soft like it is. I'm using the back of the blade so I don't dig into it. I'm just shaving a bit off. Static, a little bit, not much. Right, it's probably going to be out of balance until well, the first thing I'll do is I'll swap segments around, because these segments, they're slightly different. They shouldn't be, but they are, because of the ferrites. The ferrites are not exactly matched, so I'm just going to move the segments around first of all. Oh, I need the other bearing, the old bearing assembly, so I can just test that. I'm not going to push them right in. I just want to. That one's really tight. Oh, it's that bottom corner. I've missed it. I'll use my blade on that. I actually missed that one. Right, I'm not pushing them in, I'm just going to get the bearing and It's actually getting quite warm, the weather. So let's see how well balanced this is. Pretty sure it's going to be out of balance. I'll get the damn bearing up. I think there's a bit of a burr on the end of it. I think I might have caught it with my pliers. I think I did actually. I think I had my pliers on it. Well, that should sort that out. Yeah. Right, so all I've got to do is rest that on my knee. Actually, I want this back further. Let's see. I'll be really surprised if this is in balance. Oh my god, it is in balance. Well, that's the turn up for the, that's a surprise, isn't it? I was expecting this to be out of balance. The reason I'm wiggling it is to overcome any surface tension on the bearings. It makes it easy for it to actually find its own balance. Oh my god, that is actually in balance. I'll know better when it dries out a bit, because as I say, these segments are still a bit yeah, well that doesn't want to turn on its own. That is quite amazing actually. Unless it's catching on something. That's also possible. Let's try that again. Well, that saved me having to balance it. I don't even have any blue tack in them segments at the moment. Right, there's a turn up. So yeah, one of these, I think it's number 5, it's really tight. So I need to write down these, otherwise I'll take them out to let them dry out. I'm going to forget what numbers they are. So what I'm going to do is, because they're all numbered 5, is that one. So I'm going to have to renumber these, and I keep rubbing it up with my fingers. So I'm going to write it on the inside. That's number 5, and that was number 4. That's number 6. No, the ink's not going to add any weight. I've written them all 3 of them anyway, so right, so yeah, I'm surprised about that. Mind you, they're not seated properly, so that could have. I wonder if I can seat them a bit more, but without pushing them too far in, because I don't want to get them jammed. I want them to dry out before I put them in properly, otherwise I might split my rotor. That's possible, because actually they're not too bad. They're going in fairly easy now actually. Is it number 6? Oh, that one's going in easy. Right, I'll just check the balance again just to make sure, because the further in I can get them without them getting stuck, the better really, because it'll be more in balance. It should give me a more accurate balance check. Alright, let's try that again. We are seeing a bit of rotation now. try moving it back a bit. When you're checking balance, it's important to turn it fractions. I'll explain why. When you have an imbalance problem, you get the greatest difference when the extra weight is on this side. If the extra weight is right up here, just say at 1 o'clock, and it seems to be in balance, and you're doing that and it's not doing anything, might be because the difference in the weight, the balance might not be far enough out. So you need to have the heavy part that might be too heavy. You need to have it right at 3 o'clock. So the heavy parts need to be at either 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock position to actually make any momentum, any rotation when you're testing it. That's if you've got any heavy parts. Otherwise it won't move at all. I like to bet you though, if this was on magnetic bearings, it would definitely move, because you can't get it that good. I don't even trust this drive shaft, to be honest with you, 100%. It might not be dead straight, because it's one of them cheap ones off eBay, which was called extruded steel, and this piece of steel has never been lathed, so it's not even that bang on, you know what I mean. In fact, the ends were bent when I got it, so I had to cut the ends off. That's why it's shorter than a foot. I basically chopped about 3 inches off each end. I think that's pretty good. I can't get it much better than that, unless this thing was in magnetic bearings, obviously. There is a bit. It is moving. It is moving a bit there. Right. So this end nearest to me did drop a bit, which means I can add a little bit of something to segment number 6, which is kind of curious because segment number 6 was the one that the blue tack was in originally. I'm just going to take a small amount, tiny amount. I'll just see what that weighs. That doesn't even show up on my scale. It's probably 0.05 of a gram, but yeah, I'm going to add that to number 6. We'll do another. What stick? I've got it now. And we'll test again. Just make sure. And put that on the top a minute. Put number 6 to 9 o'clock position. Like I said, that 0.05 of a gram, which is probably so small it didn't register on my scale, that would add up at higher speed. You would gain weight. Well, that's okay. I really want to spin this, but let's just spin it like this. Because I can usually feel if it's out of balance as well by feel. You can usually see it dancing a bit. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I'll get this going a bit faster if I can. It's difficult to balance it on my knee. And that back bracket is touching a bit. Oh, that's better. I don't want to go too fast at the moment because there will be some twisting in it because some segments aren't in straight. Oh yeah, we have a bit of a wobble, look. You see that wobble? That's what I'm talking about. We definitely have a wobble. Right, so let me take that blue tack out of that number 6 and see if that wobble goes away. Because I might have added too much. Or maybe I didn't even need to add any at all. But when you get up to speed, you can. I've dropped it now. Come out, you bugger. There you are. So let's try that again without that blue tack in number 6. It's hard to get up to speed. I can't put it in the assembly because those have got magnets in. The magnets would just cog it, so I won't be able to tell. Right, so can I? I like to spin it faster than that, really, but I want to get as much of that out as possible. It's actually that blue tack made it worse, I think. So we don't need that at all. It's tricky to get this thing going without hang on a minute, I've just had a thought. I've got 2 stands over here. I don't know if I can use them. I don't know. I don't know if these are going to be any good because these were made for that short rotor, that little, God, bloody dust. Oh my God, it's a long time since I used that thing. That was not so bad. I don't think I can put this in the stand. No, it's not wide enough. Well, it's not wide enough with these segments sticking out anyway. I can't really balance it properly with them sticking out anyway. I'm getting a bit too far ahead of myself. Hang on a minute. Can I push that one in more without? Because it is sticking out a bit. That could be what's causing it. It could be twisting on me actually. Because if you have more weight on, say, that side and less weight on this side, right? This can cause the rotor, even though it feels in balance, it can cause it to twist when it's spinning at high speed. Cause it to do a cavitation like that. So it can actually cavitate because it's trying to become a gyroscope. As you know, with a gyroscope will always turn at an angle. So if you turn a gyroscope like that, it will try to turn up like that. The reason I know that is because I've got a gyroscope, and I'll show you what I mean. I've had it since I was a kid, actually. Let's see, where is it? Where's my gyroscope? This was a birthday present when I was like 13 or 12 years old. This gyroscope. So I've had it a long time. Oh my God, it's still got the string on it as well. Right, so here's a gyroscope. I need something to pivot it on. Let me see. Got a pen with a dimple in it. That's too big. None of these pens have got dimples in them. Let me see, where are we? What can I use? Something with a dimple on the top. Oh, I don't even need, actually that would work. I think. No, it won't. I could just use a string or something. Let's see what I've got around here. That'll work. My rubber wheel, like my drill, it's got a dimple on it. That would sit on there. Let's try this. I haven't run this for a while, so it might be a bit rusty. I'm a bit rusty. Oh, the paint's all coming off it. Look at it. Look at the state of it. So I'll set this up on the table because it's something that most kids don't even know about. Well, these days they don't. We don't seem to see these sorts of things anymore. You probably can buy gyroscopes still on eBay, but maybe somebody watching the video, my video, will actually say, "Oh, I want to get one of those." Well, have a look on eBay. But these, I think they're expensive actually now. So I'm going to set my phone up to lower it down a bit. I'm going to get this clip, get a big blob of blue tack. All this flat really, like that. Big blob of blue tack on here. Stick this in the end. Right. So let's get this thing going. Are we ready? So it won't fall over because the centrifugal force of the gyroscope will keep it, and as it slows down it will spin faster and faster until it falls off. My gyroscope's really rusty. I noticed that when it fell it still kept that orientation. Still going. I'll stop it now. I need to put the string back in again. I didn't get it very fast. It wants a drop of oil on it actually. It's a bit rusty. Oh, I painted it so it's bloody old, this thing is. Oh, there's actually enough oil on the nozzle to get in there. I think I've got enough on my finger actually. Once adjusting. I haven't adjusted this for years. Yeah, that's good enough. It's better with a bit of oil on it. Right. I'm just getting this oil off my finger. My string's seen better days. I can get some. I've got some more string lying around if I need to. it's a bit frayed. Flipping string, I need to cut the end off. Come on. Right, let's go again. You got to be pretty fast when you're pulling these things. The string will probably snap on me if I'm not careful. I think I'm ready. Oh, shh! I wasn't on it properly. Sometimes you can get it to go on your finger. Trouble is, if I grab the other end like that, it will actually rotate the other way. Did you know that? Let me try this one. I think, I've lost my speed now. Right, let's try this. I'll try it with my finger as well. So I need to back out the camera a bit. Which end did I just trim? Was it this end? Oh, it was the other end. Right, you can also hang it on a piece. Actually, let me put a loop in the other end. If I stick a loop in this end like this, it will go a lot longer. We can see what happens. I'll have to tie a knot though now. So after I pull the string, I'll put it in the string, in the hook, in this little loop. There's another way you can do it. Right, I think I've got it. And this end I'll start it up with. See, I'm getting the hole. Hang on. Come on, get in. Only just. Right. If I'm fast enough, I can get it in the hook and everything without dropping the damn thing. Provided when I pull it I don't go and close my loop, which is there. I don't want to do that if I can help it. My ring's a bit cockeyed. Ah, there we go. Right, stick this in the loop like that. There we go, it's on the string now. So when you lift it up by one, if I do that, if I lift it up by the other end, it'll spin the other way. Did you know that? So, ooh, fell off the string. Lost all its speed. Anyway, so I know about gyroscopes and about the effect on rotation. That's why these things really teach you an awful lot of stuff. Actually, they're really useful to learn about. Anyway, enough playing with that. I want to get back to the. Maybe I should put the string back on it before I put it away. Otherwise, I'll end up. This string's about had it. It must have been on there 20 years. It probably has been on there 20 years because I don't think I ever got this out to show anyone. I don't think I've had it out of the box for a long time. It's always nice to have it ready for when you want it, run it the next time, you see. I'll stick the loop around there. So let's see, and there's something you don't see very often. Made in England. At Blackpool. This was made at Blackpool by Progress Gyroscope Co. I wonder if they still exist. So, yeah. If you buy it off eBay, you're most likely going to get something that's made in China now. But this was made in good old England. And the box has seen better days. Oh my god, what do you expect with... hang on, let me work it out. I'd say 47 years old this thing is. Something like that. And I put it in this box I made. Oh, what did I make this box for anyway? I think... yeah, I was doing some experimentation about this. If you spin the gyroscope and you stick it on a turntable, if it's spinning... oh, anyway, I can't remember now. I did some kind of a test with this years ago and I can't remember what it was now. Right, so... at least it's got a drop of oil on it. It should preserve it a bit longer. So I won't bother with these things that are not good. But I don't know whether or not I can push these all the way in, to be honest with you. I might be able to do. I don't think they're that tight. I think they've dried out a bit already. Let me just see, because I can probably get them out again. Oh, that feels really tight though, that one. That one's not so bad. That one's not so bad either. See, if I push it in any further, I'm going to have to use my hook to get it out. So this one's the one that's a bit tight. Get it out on the hook. Oops, hook's on the wrong side. It's better to leave them out for a while to dry, so I think I will do that. They're numbered now, so I know where they were, so... the other three, they're okay. I haven't changed them out yet for a while. Well, they've still got the old ones. The other ones I did with the squirrely snaky thing on. So, yeah. I also make sure there's no cracks inside the rotor as well. And if there is, use a bit of acetone to repair it. I might actually put it on now, just to, you know, if there's cracks. Some. The last thing I need is my rotor falling apart. I'm only doing the three. I've just had them things in because I'm not sure if I put extra stress on them. So as I said, I would love to try this now, but I can't yet. Not until dry. Might have been just that. So I've got to treat these anyway. Now I've scraped them with this, I've got to treat them again. So spray them. Got my platter to put them on when, so I'm just gonna spray them with this acetone just to gloss them over a bit, because I think I hold it at the top and the bottom. I don't want to get it on my writing because that's where the writing is. Otherwise my ink will all run. Right, that's one. Oops. And they spread sideways then. Yeah, I know I want them to dry out, but I also want them to be sealed, because I don't want them to be having this. I want, because this dries and it case hardens them, you see. It's only a little light spray anyway, it's not going to affect anything. It dries pretty quick. I'm not going to put them in the container, so it will dry pretty fast. That it's just, well, a lot of the acetone I used before has penetrated about 1 to 2 millimeters deep into the plastic, and that's the part that I mainly want drying out, because that will pull the sides in a bit. I was looking for the blue tack to stick this on, and I realised it's in my clamp. Alright, so that's it for now, I think. I've got to leave these. I'll probably leave them till tonight, actually. See if they've shrunk enough. If not, they'll have to wait until tomorrow. Alright, see you later, alligator.